Guevara at kasama natin ngayon, of course, Dino Lee and Nael Banal, who will be talking about interesting topics in sports tonight. Okay, Friday na Friday, guys. Ano ba pag-uusapan natin? Umpisa pa lang, no, mainit na kasi mukhang may mainit na issue si James Lappot about his playing time. And of course, Liga para kay Eva. We also have NBA games, and we are very happy to say that tonight we will be including SPN expert picks from the NFL. Okay, so let's get to it. So, James Lappot. Okay, guys, who is this source, first of all, who's saying that he's frustrated that he's not part of the core?
I think,
is he really
Well,
put on a pedestal like that?
So James was a teammate of mine for a brief period, pre-pandemic, and he's a great guy. No. D-League.
As a
D-League.
teammate. Okay.
And he's a real good locker room guy, competitive guy. I guess his camp is saying that there is some frustration because they have seen a dip in his minutes per game, so his playing time basically over the past two conferences.
Can we just get to like the expectation and what is happening? So, what do you think they were expecting James to have in terms of playing time, and how much is he playing now?
Well, ang pinangako sa kanya is
Ano ba pinangako?
they're gonna give him minutes when they signed him to Magnolia. So
Which is a 3-year max deal, di ba?
yes,
Which is,
so
Correct.
Well, yeah, 3 year ba? 3
Yes.
years. Yeah. So parang obviously that's not happening right now, given like the minutes, and it has been decreasing since the 48, di ba?
3
From
minutes.
18 minutes ngayon, he's over 6 games. So they've already played 10 games, and he's only played 6 games in those 10 games. And he's averaging 3 minutes with 0.3 points per game and 1.3 rebounds per game. Obviously, I think Ayel can relate to this. When you're not getting the minutes that you want, makaka-frustrate talaga yan on the part of a player. Especially if he's a competitor and he wants to help his team win. Kahit paano, medyo mahirap to manage your emotions as well, di ba?
Correct.
Especially with the win-loss record. Okay lang siguro pag nananalo yung yung Magnolia eh. But currently they're at 4 and 6 tied with San Miguel and Lex. So medyo on the outside looking in na sila when it comes to qualifying for the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Now they still have 2 games. Hoping to win those 2 games, pero ang problema, it's Hong Kong Eastern and Meralco, both at 7 and 3, playing well at the top. I think top 3, top 4 itong teams na to, they're tied at number 3. So I can feel the frustration kasi okay lang siguro bench ako pero hindi na nanalo eh. Pero if we're losing like this, why not like switch it up on the part of Coach Chito Victolero? Pero possibly they still believe in this group. They still believe they can win with this group. Kaya, kasi if I'm looking at the average losing margin, they're negative 3.5 points in their 6 losses. They lost 2 points to Converge, they lost 4 points to Northport, they lost 3 points to TNT, Rain or Shine 2 points, Barangay Ginebra 3 points, SMB 7 points. They're there. So parang feel ko, kaya hindi pa nila binibigyan ng minutes to si James Lappot is they feel they can win with the rotation that they have. Now on the flip side, ang magandang tanong dito for James Lappot, obviously, with this article, mukhang impatient na siya, is parang sa akin is, I think the question should be asked is, why isn't he getting the minutes?
Okay, sorry. I just want to add. Okay, I'm pretty sure we can talk about salaries here on this show. So, is this a discussion of like there could have been winnable games with him out of the lineup or rotation, but then some are also saying it's a tug of war. They're saying, okay, for someone getting this amount of salary, why is he just playing 3 minutes?
Right.
So what?
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
you have a lot of variables that are outside. When you're a player, there are a lot, even if you're signed to a contract like that, syempre, there's management decision, there's coach's decision. At the same time, sino ba yung makakasama mo rin sa team? Because when you look at the depth chart, obviously you have your import Ricardo Ratcliffe playing 42 minutes.
Yes.
You have an up-and-coming Xavier Lucero from UP who's playing 26 minutes. And then obviously you have the vets, Ian Sangalang, Calvin Abueva playing 20 minutes, 16 minutes respectively. And then Aris Dionisio, who apparently has kumbaga the favor of Coach Chito Victorero, playing almost 20 minutes per game. So you have 5 guys on your depth chart that are playing more minutes than you. So sa akin dito is maybe you have to reflect on why you're not getting the minutes. Kasi hindi mo na control talaga yung coach's decision eh.
May redundancy ba sa position that he's playing? Could it be that it's crowded in his position?
For this particular conference, it's a conference with an import, and it just so happens that the import that they have this time plays the same position that he does. Now we're not talking about James Laput as who is expected to be a core go-to guy team for Magnolia. He's a utility guy. Like he adds size, can defend the likes of Junmar Fajardo. He can be a plug-and-play type of guy, but also from his side, there's some sort of confusion or disconnect because you signed me 3 years max.
Correct.
So that's sending me a message that you have big plans for me. And so again, we talked about this, Dino, and I think I'll double down on this. Magnolia is going through something internally,
Parang San Miguel
coaching
din.
staff, parang San Miguel din, and they're not playing well this conference, and so I think James Laput is on the receiving end of the bigger picture of Magnolia.
Let's give our audience a better context for this. So does this mean that James Laput's camp has to understand that there's some sort of long-term planning going on behind the scenes for him?
Well, obviously, they want him to showcase what he's capable. And if you're not playing, you're not gonna be able to showcase that.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to... Kasi I think his contract ends by 2026. So, they want to up which is next year.
Yeah.
Gusto mo ma-up yung value.
Yes.
But if you're not playing and ganito lang yung stats mo, 3 minutes per game, then parang mahirap yung next contract mo. Okay, sige, you're getting the max contract right now, pero yung frustration on the part of his camp is after that, di ba? And he's only 28. So by next year, he's gonna be, what, 29, 30? So he still has a lot of basketball to be played. But coming from my perspective, nilabas to, mukhang nagkakaroon ng trust problem na yung camp ni James Laput when it comes to the management of Magnolia. Kasi if you trust whatever Magnolia's plans are for James Laput, the set for me, parang kung ako si James Laput, you have to stay ready lang, di ba? Wait for your opportunity when someone goes down with an injury, or pag pinasok ka ng 3 minutes, you make the most out of those 3 minutes. If not, I think the best case scenario for James Laput is to demand the trade and leave. Now the question is, may kukuha bang team
May kukuha
for
ba sa
him?
kanya? And also, how was he when he was getting more minutes than before?
He performed to the level of a utility guy.
He had his moments.
He had his moments.
He had his moments.
He was really producing of what was expected of him.
Yes, yes.
Diba? Like a rotational guy. He's not gonna be the guy that you're gonna throw the ball in the post and shoot and get buckets for. But adding size, defending the bigger guys, the bigger, slower, heavier guys in the league, also imports at that time. So he was doing his job. It's also different kasi hindi mo alam kung ano yung imports na meron yung kabilang team this conference. And we don't know if we need size or if we need, athleticism or anything of that sort. So it's really difficult for a utility player.
And Ricardo has been more familiar
course.
with the PBA than James, honestly.
Pero this sends a mess. Whatever minutes he's getting, I'm pretty sure like Magnolia wants to win. Given knowing what San Miguel is as an organization, that group. Obviously, itong 3 minutes, it sends a message to James na we feel we can win more with the 5 other guys ahead of you in the depth chart. Just being real. Tingin ko ganyan yung nakikita nila.
Let's see, this is very, very interesting as this unfolds because definitely we have a familiar face in the PBA in Ricardo.
Yes.
In Ricardo, who has been playing. We have covered him. But we also have up-and-coming talent in James. Go ahead.
Actually, Ricardo is playing well.
Yes.
In this conference,
There you go.
He's averaging 25 points and 16 rebounds. The problem is, I feel like, the locals who is stepping out kasi nawala na si Gio Halalon. So parang I think they're trying to find who's gonna be like the next guy after Ricardo Ratcliffe.
To compliment him, okay? So let's close it out on that end. That's very interesting as it unfolds. We'll see if James Lapid is going to stay with Magnolia, or let's see if he's going to be traded to another, I don't know, San Miguel team, or maybe other groups are going to get him as well. Now, from PBA and men's basketball, let's now jump sa Liga para kay Eva. We're gonna be talking about, congratulations, Women's Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, spearheaded by our boxing champ, Manny Pacquiao, who also founded MPBL. So congratulations there. You see, we have our WMPBL teams from Group A and Group B. Now, to give everyone a better context of where these female players are coming from, you guys are more preview on this. Saan ba nanggaling ang ating mga talents, ating mga Filipinas na maglalaro dito sa ating, is it safe to say it's semi-pro?
Well, for this tournament, it's an amateur. They haven't gone pro.
Okay.
Makikita mo dito sa Group A, there's 2 collegiate teams, which is FEU Lady Tawaros, who is from the UAAP, and then who plays in the UAAP, and then si Lady Scorpions. I'm not sure which league they play at, but on the Group B,
sa
NASCO sila. Tapos sa Group B yung UST Growling Tigers. And the rest, I think they have players who already graduated college. So, ito yung tingin ko, because they're planning after this invitational tournament to set up a professional tournament, the first professional tournament. So, malamang second half of the year yan. So, for this first half, this will be...
This year?
Yes, based on news, magiging they will eventually convert it to a pro league. So it will be under the Games and Amusements Board already. So to me, I think this is a welcome development for women's basketball. Kasi for the longest time, si PBA mag-50 years na this year, di ba? It's their 50th anniversary. And for the longest time, there has been a gap when it comes to women's basketball sa Pilipinas. Kasi after college, wala silang malaruan. And pag tiningnan mo yung women's Gilas team natin, more than 50% of the players that are playing for our senior women's team are playing in the UAAP.
Yeah. That's a bit tiring. Perlas Pilipinas.
Kasi I would understand because wala kang liga nilalaroan na high level eh. So, hindi ka kondisyon sa high level. So, bakit ka namin kukunin sa women's national team? So, that's why they're getting players from NU, from Ateneo to play in the women's Gilas team because hindi kondisyon yung mga players na ngayon naglalaro dito. So, this is a welcome development. The WNBL tried it during the pandemic, but I think they lasted 2 conferences. So, parang women's basketball has been clamoring for a pro league wherein players can play and earn a living from it.
Question. Okay, now let's talk about marketability because this is a very interesting topic when we always have these upcoming leagues, upcoming sports or whatever, especially in the women's sector. Now, to bridge the gap to make this league marketable, because Manny Pacquiao talks so highly, of course, about his league, no? This is going to be a good opportunity before they step into the pro after they have gone from UAAP or NCAA. Now, honest opinion from you guys. Definitely, malaki pa ang gap niya sa men's basketball. Iba na ang men's basketball. We breathe, we live men's basketball. For women's basketball, to have that reach, just like women's volleyball has, what would it need?
Me having played 3x3 for like a good 2 to 3 years and being good friends with Coach Pat Aquino and also Coach Anton Altamirano, coaches who have invested so much in women's basketball. I've seen some of the players. I'm a big Afriel Bernardino fan, Jack Animam fan. And they are really good and entertaining, especially on a 3x3 level. You get to see their skill there.
Yeah.
Pero let's be realistic. Like what you said, I agree with you. Malayo to sa men's basketball and malayo even to sa women's volleyball. But you know what this is? And you know, Dino also spoke on it na this is a welcome
Development.
development. Ambon ito ni Caitlin Clark eh. Let's just call it what it is. Like
Yes.
I had become a women's basketball fan because of Caitlin Clark because we saw na ay magaling pala, marunong pala maglaro, 'di ba? Nabukas yung mata ko and then now they double down on that and they marketed it, they put it on another level. And now globally, you know, Caitlin Clark and even WNBA fans have gone up. So this is an opportunity for for women's basketball here in the Philippines. Will it be successful in the first couple of years? Probably not. Will it be as entertaining as a Caitlin Clark game? Probably not. But it could be a first step because I can say that we really have some really good women's basketball players and it's an opportunity for them also to have a career. Ang nangyayari, napupunta sila sa 3x3 and teams like Discovery, teams like Uratex, sila lang yung nag-i-invest pero wala nakakakita. So this could be a good start for them moving forward.
Yeah, and also, you know, to tell you honestly, if you already have the Caitlin Clark who showed that there can be hype to a ball game in a women's basketball match, then it's good that as a whole, the Philippines is responding to that hype in basketball. Kasi ang pangit din tignan on a global scale that we've got women's basketball getting hyped up with Caitlin Clark and other countries joining the, sorry for the word, but bandwagon, di ba? Philippines, who is a very basketball crazy country, not riding on that wave, hindi maganda tignan. So again, I agree with Dino that yes, this makes it a welcome development.
We were talking about, Dino and I were talking, and then I'll let him speak on this more. But
sige.
we were talking about it. We have to be very particular about how to introduce this, the women's basketball force. If you miss this, it might not recover. And Dino made a great point, and he'll speak on it a bit.
Yes, please.
Now we have to market this the right way, and first impressions last. And yeah.
Well, take note whatever the WNBA is right now, it wasn't like that when it started.
Yes.
Back in the 1996 or 1998, it wasn't even making money.
And the salary caps were just so low, right?
Mababa yung number one. Malaki na yung sahod ng WNBA players compared sa atin, sa women's basketball natin. Pero compared sa mga WNBA players, malaki. Diba? That's what they're clamoring for. They want a higher salary, mga WNBA players. But they were being subsidized by the NBA.
Yeah.
So, for this league, diba, probably the expectations, we're not trying to make it as big as the WNBA. But I think yung challenge dito is how do you package the league itself to make people watch and catch people's attention.
Yeah.
And so there's three big questions for me. By looking at they launched nung Sunday. Nag-opening sila ng Sunday, they played 3 games, and then sa UST, sa court ng UST, and then nung Wednesday naglaro sila ng 3 games also sa Inares Pasig, kung hindi ako nagkakamali. Now there's 3 questions for me for this league. Kasi sa akin hindi pa ako sold eh. Like from my perspective, working in sports, I'm still a wait and see how this can go for the long run. So my 3 questions is how will they be able to sustain this? How will they package and market the league? And what's their long-term plan? Some things I noticed kasi from the league is, di ba, nag-announce na sila ng teams, nag-start na sila ng tournament, there's still no full league schedule, hindi pa nare-release ha. Wala pa sila yung, parang by game day lang sila nagre-release ng schedule. So that's one, parang for me, that's one red flag. Number 2, execution isn't as crisp as I'd expect from a league like this, especially supported siya ni Manny Pacquiao. And it felt like short lang yung preparation time nila for this from announcing the league all the way to opening. Kasi I can see it from how they're packaging the league. And interestingly, hindi ko nababanggitin, they have certain brand partnerships that I feel like isn't a match or isn't aligned with
Banggatin mo na.
Hindi. Isn't aligned.
Sabi ko sino?
Isn't aligned.
Bakit hindi aligned?
Sa akin, tignan nyo na lang yung social media. Meron isang brand partnership dyan na hindi aligned sa demographics ng league na yan. Hindi ko na babanggitin ko anong brand na yan, pero kilala niyan lang lahat ng tao.
But please
pero hindi lang sa
describe
match.
bakit di siya match. Just describe why.
Okay, so we're in a women's league and then yun yung brand. Parang hindi siya match for me. And I wouldn't think that would be a sponsor that you would be proud of.
Hindi, sabi mo, Dino,
Or-
bakit hindi match?
Kasi nga i-check nyo yan. I mean,
Ano ba siya? Gender sensitive ba? Or may kalaswaan? Ano?
parang hindi match for me parang ako kasi I've worked in a league. I'm currently running a corporate league. So parang sa akin kung women's league yung pinapatakbo ko, parang hindi yan yung brand na gusto ko sa league.
Dino, please tell, what's the initial
Okay.
reaction? Please tell us. Malaswang.
Hotel, Sogo, Ako, I mean, sige, tell me. Do you think it's a match based on the demographic?
Next topic na daw sabi ni
Topic na Narinig ko lang sa overhead ko. Okay, yun lang.
Tinanong nyo
I
sinabi
agree,
nyo.
I agree.
Oo,
I agree.
thank
Branding is
You're
key.
working in marketing.
Branding is key. Yes.
Branding is key, yeah, please, just go. But yeah, let's please call on more patriotic.
I mean, you can question my thoughts pero for me, working in a league and running a league myself, that wouldn't match the brand identity that I want
Hindi talaga.
for my league.
Yes.
Oo. So,
Pinilit mo ako Sinabi ko.
kasi hindi namin
yung mga viewers natin, sige mag-comment kayo.
Comment, yeah.
If you
Comment.
agree with me or not.
Yung mga nanonood nag-iisip siguro, ano kaya ibig sabihin ni Dino dito, ba't hindi match? So parang I'm pretty sure nakaabang na sila, hahanapin na nila kung anong brand yun. So better yet, i-booking mo na, pinabuking na kita.
Weird It's weird. It's just weird for me.
Weird naman talaga, sorry. But yeah, sige, please, let's support women's basketball.
Pwede pa kung Shangri-La Hotel, di ba? Pwede pa.
Hindi, pero
Discovery yun.
Discovery, yes. Oh,
Ah.
such a good supporter of basketball. And yeah, okay, next topic.
Hindi, I'm just being critical or it's a welcome development but I'm also critical at the same time because
Yeah.
I feel like Filipino and Filipina athletes deserve a
Yes.
good platform
Yeah.
for them to showcase their talents.
Tama.
But if we're shortchanging them when it comes to our preparation, when it comes to the setup of the league, parang sa akin kawawa yung mga atleta natin
Right.
And they don't deserve that. 'Di ba? Yung karangalan na binibigay ng Heidelin Diaz sa atin tapos the way parang yung pagtrato natin sa mga atleta natin, hindi dapat ito yung ginagawa para sa kanila.
Yeah, okay. Before this passes out of my head, can I just say to our producers listening right now, gawan ng clips ang bawat episode kasi may mga important sound bites na dapat ma-disseminate at ma-trending sa social media. No, but these are...
Mapaaway man tayo, but I'm just speaking my facts.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, honestly, this show, we are very grateful because it gave us anchors and analysts the opportunity to say things with no holds barred and all for the good of the sport.
Yes.
Hindi man kami tama parate, but we've been here long enough to say we have seen it with our very own eyes and our opinions are based on things that we observed. Okay, now from women's basketball and Philippine basketball, let's now go to NBA going outside of the United States and Canada. Okay, before I go into the facts of the games being covered and what the reaction of France is ever since Wemby started playing, diba? There's such a craze in France because of that. What is the impact of basketball overall when US style of basketball gets to penetrate European soil?
They've been doing this for quite some time.
Yes.
And I think we're in a time or an age wherein basketball is at its... Kumbaga, we're at the time na sobrang competitive na ng basketball
Yeah, and they're
globally.
doing more exposure outside the US.
30 years ago, when we had that 1992 Dream Team, wherein they dominated all the teams they played in the Barcelona Olympics, hindi pa ganito kalakas yung basketball
Tama.
globally. Yung mga
Yes.
players, I mean,
Yes.
it was popular back then, but it wasn't as big or yung mga players nila wasn't as talented as the NBA players. So we're at a time na globally sobrang competitive na ng basketball. Even Asia, they're catching up. We're beating teams like New Zealand, we're beating teams like sino tinalo natin nung OQT? Latvia, di ba? Which was world number 6 at that time. So, I think I'm not surprised with them playing more games outside the US and Canada. And perfect timing because you have an up-and-coming player like a Victor Wembanyama who's generational. Parang LeBron James yan, parang
he's getting so much hype.
Parang Michael Jordan yung ano niya, yung effect niya. So, I'm not surprised that it was played in Paris because he's from France. And I expect to see more global games being played not just this season but moving forward. And baka possible nga the rest of his career si Victor Wembanyama maglalaro sila ng NBA Paris games.
I mean, the Spurs are getting so much viewership every time they play in France, which is pretty much self-explanatory. So, yeah, but does this have any influence to how the style of basketball is going to evolve? Because we know the European style of basketball, we also know US.
It has already evolved, and Dino will agree with me. We can name top 5 NBA players right now, and most of them will be international.
Yes.
You have Giannis, Jokic, Shea is Canada,
I mean,
but
hindi
like
siya top 5.
outside. I agree with
Basta
you. Top
Jokic,
5,
Giannis, Luka.
You can argue on a good, healthy day, Embiid, right? So the NBA is they call themselves the world champs, diba? They call themselves the world champs, and say from the fact that David Stern made it a global sporting event. What this is, an NBA is a sporting event. And if they're getting higher numbers digitally, it makes sense to promote it all over the globe and get that sporting event to the people, right? If the NBA players like sina LeBron, sina whoever, Paul George, Kawhi, Steph, umiikot sila ng buong to promote their brand like Nike, Under Armour, why not promote the NBA globally and bring the sporting event there? So it just makes sense. Same as movies. Yung mga artista nagpro-promote nila sa ibang bansa. Yung mga musicians, they release songs digitally, but they also promote, they go to concerts, they have tours all over the globe. So it makes sense. Yes, this is an American-owned sport, but it's worldwide. And for me, numbers will be better and traction will be better if they actually bring the sporting event to all these countries worldwide.
So you agree that it is a good move that while games outside of US and Canada have been happening for quite some time, for a few decades now, so we all agree that this is a good move now to be more aggressive with
Yes,
that.
kasi iba yung nanonood ka sa TV, iba yung na-experience mo siya live as a fan. It's what they call the NBA experience na hindi mo siya ma-experience sa panonood. Yes, you may be a fan of the team that you're watching, like if you're a fan of the Lakers, the Boston Celtics, the Golden State Warriors, pero iba yung napapanood mo yung Steph Curry or LeBron James on the court or yung Victor Wembanyama. Imagine if Victor Wembanyama went here, I'm sure it will be packed sa Pilipinas knowing we are a basketball country. And interesting may nabanggit si Adam Silver, the commissioner of the NBA, na they're planning on setting up an NBA EuroLeague. Because they already have, because they don't just run the NBA, they also run the WNBA.
Right.
They also have Basketball Africa League. They also have the G League, which is their developmental league. They also have a 2K league, yung NBA 2K. So, nabanggit ni Adam Silver, they're planning to put up an NBA EuroLeague. Possibly, lalabanan nila yung EuroLeague ngayon, Eurobasket.
Eurobasket.
And I think, apart from basketball being so competitive right now as it was 30 years ago, there has been speculations of the next NBA franchises. So, the two frontrunners rumored is Las Vegas and Seattle. And there's another which is outside the US and Canada, which is Mexico. So possibly, may makita nyo dyan naglalaro sila sa Mexico. 19 seasons. And then ngayon, yung games played nila during their regular season, that's 14. So Mexico is actually rumored, it's just across the border.
Yeah.
It's actually rumored that Mexico might have a franchise when, parang nakita, it's either this year or next year, announce yung expansion franchise. And LeBron James is rumored to be affiliated with, with the Las Vegas franchise when he retires.
Okay, guys, for those who are not so familiar with this structure, can somebody explain what it means to have an NBA franchise outside of the US?
For me, what their North Star, kasi parang pwede natin sabihin na ano bang gusto nilang gawin? And for me, a North Star for them could be, let's just universally agree that football or soccer is the #1 sport in the world.
The world,
right?
yes.
It's
No
the
question.
most beautiful game. To close that gap is something that the NBA or the basketball organization could do. If they make it worldwide, they activate it all across, not just how they're doing it now, but to really progress from it, they can actually close the gap. It's far, I'm not saying replace, but to close the gap na, okay, medyo sumisikat yung basketball even in the football countries, even in the soccer countries, as much as they love soccer.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
You
that
need-
could be their goal.
To close the gap, you need the numbers.
Yeah.
Football has that. They have the biggest number.
For
They
sure.
have in terms of fans, in terms of players, in terms of aspirants trying to get to that level. So to me, what the NBA is doing right now, if they set up an NBA EuroLeague and then they expand additional NBA franchises, tapos kung magkaroon pa sila ng Mexico, I think they're trying to get more numbers, get more fans, get more people to play the game of basketball, and that will be good for their business. Higher salaries for players yan, mangyayari dyan.
Yeah. Okay, this is going to be very interesting.
NFL is doing that also.
Yes, they
Next
are.
year, they're planning to play their very first game in Spain. It will be hosted by the Miami Dolphins. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're also planning to play in Ireland. So,
Wherein the NBA has played in Spain twice,
Yes.
2 games. Okay, just to close it. Okay, so the NFL is doing that. They're also going to Spain. NBA has done it. Okay, interesting.
yeah, sa London, naglaro
Yeah,
sa
they-
London
they-
ang
And more
NFL.
chances for us to watch.
Yes.
let's just call it what it is. Like, we want to watch
Kasi
it in the
sa US naman, I think saturated na yung, alam mo na yun, basketball is a staple na there.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
After American football, they want it to be a staple then for the other countries outside of the US.
That is very interesting. Well, we are very excited to see that unfold because all of us just want more basketball. We can't get enough of basketball.
Sana may NBA siya na rin, di ba?
Oh, diba? You never know. But you know, sorry, before I close, in competing, I'm not so sure about NBA putting up their own Eurobasket, NBA Euro.
You never know.
And then competing with the existing Eurobasket. Why don't they just merge?
Wild nung EuroLeague, no? Yung
Wild-
crowd
wild
nila.
siya,
Yung
wild
crowd
siya.
nila, grabe. Grabe
Ano
talaga.
yan? Sabi nga ng, we do have English colleagues who and you know, European colleagues who watch that. Talagang tribe talaga eh. It's
Grabe.
a tribe. It's a religion. And we want to see that on sport.
Yung mga Serbia, Latvia, grabe sila pag
It's-
mag-cheer sila sa ano. I mean, yes, sige, sobrang sikat ng basketball sa Pilipinas. Grabe tayo, gaano ka-passionate tayo sa basketball natin, sa Gilas Pilipinas natin. Pero Europe fans is on another level.
Iba yun. Oo, that's what we want to see on a regular game. Iba yun. Mga animal yun. Sana ganun dito, no? Para...
Kasi sa atin, brands kasi yung teams ng
Tama.
PBA. Yung
Oh,
sa
private.
yung sa Europe, it's lugar eh.
Yeah.
FC
Tribal.
Barcelona, Real Madrid.
Putting it into local context, I think that's the catch of the MPBL naman.
Exactly.
And UAAP.
Yes,
And
exactly.
college.
Kasi school
Yes.
affiliation,
Tribal
tradition.
eh. Yeah.
Yes.
I think we need that.
We need that definitely. But yeah, so now from basketball, we are jumping now to NFL, a sport that we are beginning to love more and more here in the Philippines. Football. So we're gonna be bringing our expert picks. Let's start with. Okay, the Eagles over the Commanders. Okay, who's giving their picks tonight?
Sir, obviously I made the wrong pick last week wherein I chose the Detroit Lions winning over the Washington Commanders, but the Commanders have surprised everyone.
Why did they lose?
What
Detroit.
They couldn't stop anyone.
I think it's because Jello Ball was the halftime show. And
They
they
couldn't-
couldn't swerve in the
Their
corner.
defense
Oh.
didn't show up. Well, you can make an excuse that they had a lot of injuries yung defensive unit ng Detroit Lions.
The Patriots
I
have-
expected them to be in the Super Bowl, to be honestly. And I was rooting for them to beat the Kansas City Chiefs because I don't want them to win back-to-back, di ba?
Yeah.
They're gonna be the first,
Yeah.
But obviously, Tom Brady is still my GOAT. But kudos to the Washington Commanders for making it this far with the rookie quarterback in Jaden Daniels.
Yes.
He has, parang kumbaga surprised a lot of people with his level of play. Mukha siyang 10-year vet. Ang dami nagsasabi, hindi siya mukhang rookie. And obviously, he has carried them one game away from getting to the Super Bowl. And if pag manalo sila ng Super Bowl, itong Washington Commanders, it will be historical with the rookie quarterback and ilang years of mediocrity itong franchise na to. Kakabili lang nito last year. As in 2 years ago, kakabili lang ng bagong new owner. But I think it will end with this NFC Championship because the Philadelphia Eagles, malakas to from both ends, offensively, defensively. Which I believe, kaya ng Philadelphia to contain the offense of Washington. Kasi ito yung malakas sa Washington, yung offense nila.
Right.
If you can't stop that, you're definitely gonna lose. But I believe in the defense of the Philadelphia Eagles. They have Jalen Carter, they have Darius Slay, Nolan Smith, Cooper DeJean. So
They're
medyo
more
mabigat.
balanced than the Commanders, aren't they? Diba?
And the offensive side for the Philadelphia Eagles, you have Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith. Medyo mabigat to. Magandang game to. It's gonna be an exciting game, but I do believe Philadelphia will come out on top.
And it's gonna be at Philadelphia, so they have the home court advantage.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll be able to stop Saquon Barkley, who is playing MVP levels this year. But also at the same time, dito natin makikita ang Commanders, yung rookie quarterback nila sa magandang defensive line ng Eagles. So we'll see. It's gonna be an exciting game.
Sa akin, Jaden, if Washington has any chance of winning this game, Jaden Daniels has to play he has to play crazy and he has to play a perfect game. They cannot make mistakes. Because if you make mistakes against a Philadelphia Eagles, they will make you pay.
How can he play crazy though? Eagles is playing at home.
You don't give away picks.
Yeah.
Picks is naagaw sa kanya yung bola sa pasa.
Yeah.
And it's a much tougher defensive pressure this time with the Eagles, without even blitzing. Like, just Nolan Smith and...
So another question then is how can they stop a Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts? Jalen Hurts is a running quarterback and he can throw the ball also. So ang maganda dito sa Eagles, they've never had a running back as good as a Saquon Barkley who almost broke the all-time season record for rushing yards in a season. He just didn't play during their last game kasi they rested him during the last regular season game.
Over 2,000 yards.
But this is gonna be exciting. I'm gonna be watching this game, definitely. And the next game as well.
Okay, so we are all rooting for the same team for this one.
I'm not rooting for... Sa akin, I think...
It's an if. It's an if.
This is coming from me, not as a fan. This is coming from an analyst. But as a fan, I'm also choosing Eagles because I want them to beat Kansas City Chiefs.
Kasi galit ka kay Taylor Swift eh.
Hindi, parang sawang-sawa na ako sa kanila eh. Like, everyone's just talking about them and obviously, Patrick Mahomes, people want him to be in the GOAT conversation, but I don't believe he is.
Sorry, Dino, but he is
in the GOAT
there.
conversation.
Yung matchup ni Tom Brady at Patrick Mahomes. Tom Brady is 2-0 against Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. In the Super Bowl, he beat Patrick Mahomes nung Super Bowl 3 seasons ago. And then nung nasa Patriots pa siya, tinalo rin niya si Patrick Mahomes. So that's my argument. He hasn't beaten Tom Brady in the playoffs.
Not yet, but not for long. Not for long.
And obviously, Tom Brady has retired, so wala na siyang pambawi.
Wala nang pambawi. Nag-retire
2-0 ka eh. Paano ka mabawi?
Sorry, wala na. Nag-retire na eh.
You got beat having Travis Kelce, having Tyreek Hill, having your coach, Hall of Famer coach Andy Reid kay Tom Brady. Kakalipat lang niya ng team yun from Tampa Bay. First year niya, nag-champion ka, natalo ka doon. 44-year-old, 43-year-old Tom Brady, natalo ka doon. You're not the GOAT.
You're not the GOAT.
Maaga pa.
Too early to tell.
Ilang years pa lang. The trajectory, okay, we're not having the GOAT conversation right now.
Wala pa. Pag natapos na yung career niya.
Yes.
Kasi pwede maganda yung...
But he is, I believe that, since we're leading into Kansas City, I believe he Okay, ito na lang. If they win 3 in a row, which
pa rin.
in the start, this will cement his entry in the GOAT conversation.
Right.
Kasi never been done before.
Pero he's still not the GOAT.
No, well, kasi pa yung trajectory niya mas mabilis kesa kay Tom Brady. Diba?
Correct.
But Tom Brady is yung parang LeBron yung longevity. He was good for a long period of time. Pero kasi kay Tom Brady, I guess we're having the GOAT conversation now, but kay Tom Brady kasi, there were many years na, Aaron Rodgers was arguably the GOAT,
There were
Peyton
dips,
Manning.
yeah.
So ngayon parang it's no contest ano tawag
Kaya
dito?
si Tom Brady kasi, he was the 6th round pick.
Of course.
The reason why he's the
course.
GOAT, because he started his career as a 4th string quarterback.
Uh-huh.
That means he was down the depth chart, as in he was the
very
back.
down,
he
down.
What Tom Brady was the backup of the backup of the backup.
Yes.
Diba? And then he won all of these rings and then tinalo niya si Patrick Mahomes. So to me, he's still the GOAT. Kasi si Patrick Mahomes, he played the god During his rookie year or his sophomore year.
And then back-to-back
Iba yung Tom Brady, pare.
yeah.
6th round pick. The backup of the backup of the backup, di ba?
Grabe.
Kailangan natin ng edit nung gumaganon si...
So si Tom Brady is backup of the backup
Parang
of the
hinukay mo
backup.
ng hinukay ng hinukay.
Backup.
Para makalaro lang.
Backup.
Tapos ang Patrick Mahomes naman is back to back to back.
Oh,
Potential
we'll see.
We'll see. Okay, speaking of NFC, let's now move on over to the AFC. Now, this is what we're talking about. So, the Chiefs over... Is that the Buccaneers?
The Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills
sorry,
and the
sorry.
Kansas City Chiefs. So ito, laban to ng mga musicians. Hailey Steinfeld. Kasi fiancé ni Hailey Steinfeld si
Buffalo,
Josh
yeah.
Allen. Tapos si Taylor Swift, obviously, yung teammate ni Patrick Mahomes. Now dahil nandito tayo, sino mas magaling, pag singer, di ba? Obviously Taylor Swift ang but this is football. This is not a concert. This is not a concert. So
This is not a
now dahil nandito tayo sa trabaho, Kansas City ako. Pero kung as a fan,
As an
analyst,
yeah.
Kansas City ako kasi the history of Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes in the regular season, Josh Allen has won 4 games to Patrick Mahomes 1 game. So that means Josh Allen has dominated Patrick Mahomes in the regular season. Now pagdating sa playoffs, 0-3 si Josh Allen kay Patrick Mahomes.
Of course, yeah.
That's why I'm picking Kansas City. And because, yes, hindi ko GOAT si Patrick Mahomes.
Okay
but
lang naman, bro. Okay
he
lang.
is one hell of a player.
Yes.
And when it comes to the playoffs, he can flip the switch.
Oh, yes.
And he's clutch. Calm and composed.
Yeah.
Parang kung baga sa akin, kung si Tom Brady ang Michael Jordan ko, si Patrick Mahomes might be my Kobe Bryant.
Now, who is Josh Allen to you?
Josh Allen?
Sa Buffalo Bills, yeah.
Yan yung di ba naalala mo si Jordan, nag-6 championship siya? Parang ganun si Josh Allen Like, he's a really good player, but he had the Michael Jordan in his era that prevents him from winning a championship.
Right.
So probably, pwedeng like, a Karl Malone, a Charles Barkley, lahat na denied Or sino ba yung mga nung 90s na hindi nakatikim ng championship? Reggie Miller. Daming pinevent ni Michael Jordan from winning a championship because he was dominating. This is Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, and again, I said this in the beginning of the playoffs and then we covered it. I think there's no contest. There are some challengers, but there's no... And the Bills
Pero
were one of the challengers that we
dahil
talked
gusto ko
about.
mausog ang Kansas City, I'm pretty confident Kansas City will win the game.
But,
Para mausog lang.
But I called na Kansas City will dominate the AFC.
Pero ang ganda nung laban nila last year,
Yes.
I think it was a divisional round. Buffalo was on the brink of winning
Right.
that game. They were up 3 points with 13 seconds left. And then
what
nakapag-field goal pa yung Kansas City, nagtabla sila nag-overtime,
So,
and the rest was history.
And KC just really knows how to win, especially when it matters the most.
Yun yung importante, di ba?
Yes,
They're clutch.
yes,
It's
Patrick Mahomes, but not only him
The whole team.
Hall of Famer coach, Hall of Famer defensive coordinator, besides from the Hall of Famer QB.
Tsaka,
So,
it's
they
like
know how to
ano
win.
eh, it's
They
like
know
my
how to win.
it's like my question with OKC and Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can win in the regular season,
yeah.
but can you win when it matters the most?
Yeah.
We're not questioning OKC, we're not questioning Cleveland. But anong gagawin mo when it comes to the playoffs, di ba? When it's time to perform.
So sa mga Swifties dyan, now is the time for you to comment later on.
Si Caitlyn Clark nanonood na rin ng
Oh,
Kansas
fan
City.
siya, fan
Oh,
siya.
magkatabi sila ni
Yeah.
Taylor Swift. Grabe talaga oh. Sa inyo na lahat, di ba?
Ganun si
Tapos
Dee.
minsan nanonood pa sila sila Blake Lively. Nanonood din sila ng Kansas City games si Blake Lively.
magbabarkada
Ano
sila.
siya?
Saka si Ryan Reynolds, which is
Yes.
the husband of, grabe.
Kaso medyo,
Nasa kanila si
nasa bad
Deadpool.
press sila ngayon eh. Nasa
Tsaka
bad press.
kasi Deadpool.
May Deadpool ka na, may Caitlyn Clark ka, tapos may...
Taylor Swift ka pa.
Number 1 grossing film ata last year yung yung
It is.
Wolverine Deadpool,
Ah,
di ba?
yeah,
Oo,
yeah.
di ba?
Kanila na si Deadpool.
Grabe.
Ay. Okay, this is gonna be interesting now as you read the comments of the fans. So what do our fans have to say dito sa aming mga daldalan? We'll start with Rafael B. Ang. So may reason kaya hindi, so we're talking about James Laput here na may dahilan daw kung bakit di siya pinapasok. Mala Steph Curry ang looks, pero hindi naman mala Steph maglaro. But he's not supposed to be a Steph Curry anyway.
Kamukha ba niya si Steph Curry?
No.
Parang hindi. Hindi, sabi niya kasi mala Steph Curry looks ni James Laput eh. Baka yung balbas lang, pero hindi yung itsura. Kamukha ba ni Steph Curry? Ikaw, mas
Maybe because he's a mixed.
Maybe.
Because he's mixed.
He's,
But
he's
he's
Australian, di ba?
Yeah, he's
Australian. Pero
Yeah.
yes,
Not looking like Steph, no.
ako talaga sa akin, I don't think Magnolia is like pinipilit nilang i-bench si James Laput. But I just feel like they feel like they can win with the players ahead of him in the depth chart. Nabanggit ko yung 5.
But this comparison...
It's a situation wherein he feels like he deserves minutes.
Which is probably
It's
a
normal.
majority of the PBA players
It's-
will fit. Because 5 players are playing inside.
Exactly.
There are 15 players.
It's normal eh.
Yeah.
Have I been in... Ako, like, if I were to put myself in a situation of James Laput, have I been in a situation sa trabaho ko na I feel like I could be doing more
Yeah.
for my team? Yes. But I don't think complaining would help me. I think it's controlling what I can control, focusing, showing up prepared, and by the time the opportunity knocks, I will be ready for that, and I will perform.
How is his work ethic? You played with him,
Yes,
right?
he works hard. He's a hard worker. He shows up. Like I said, good locker room guy. I don't think I've seen him like pag inutusan siya ng coach na okay mag-extra ka. Hindi siya mag-extra.
So why do you think he's not playing?
I just really think it's the position that
The depth chart, yung may
that
depth
he's
chart
in,
talaga.
Yeah. And so,
Saka alam naman natin pag San Miguel teams ka,
Right.
talagang may mababangko talaga
Right.
kasi sobrang stack ng team.
and also, there's a possibility that since he's one of the newer players in comparison to the roster that they have, if they're going through turmoil, Coach Chito will stick to the guys that
He can
trust, that has
Reliables siya.
reliables niya. And so, he still has one more year next year. Eh. So
Saka-
parang it doesn't mean that he's not gonna be played next year, diba? So
Saka
we'll see.
possible din, di ba, yung merong mga players na magaling lang sa practice, pero pagdating sa game,
Yeah.
I don't know James Laput.
Yeah. Tsaka ito, di ba, may pinag-uusapan tayo in our previous episodes where nagkaka-issue na nga sila sa coaching staff, di ba?
Yes, exactly.
So, this is just my hypothesis. Please
Tingin ko
don't...
parang San Miguel din to eh. Parang San Miguel.
Huwag kayong magalit sa akin na just because I think there is a coaching turmoil or issue or rumor, pwede siyang mag-spill
Ganun talaga eh.
over sa rotation.
Lalabas yung mga problema pag natatalo ka. 'Di ba?
Correct.
You won't see resilience when you're winning kasi
Right.
I mean, you're winning, you're celebrating everything. Matetest talaga yung chemistry or yung culture ng team when you start losing. And they're up below 500, 2 games below 500 right now. Hopefully they figure it out. Hopefully James gets his opportunity. It may be in Magnolia, it might not be in Magnolia, but hopefully he gets his opportunity to showcase what he's made of.
Pero ayusin muna siguro ang kanilang issues internally because it all starts from the decision makers.
Oo, tsaka naglabas na sila ng ng PR di ba?
Correct.
So there's really something cooking. Yun. Si Steph Curry, di ba? Chef Curry. So
Yeah, Chef Curry.
may cooking na talaga.
Yun pala yun.
Ay,
Kaya kamukha.
next comment, please. Top fan from Doping Games. James Laput, hindi ka magaling. Pasalamat ka na lang naka-max kung totoo man yung sinasabi ni Homer Sison. Malaki ka lang, pero no talent. Wala ka pang napapatunayan. #fact. I think it's a bit harsh, isn't it? But, eto, for a 28, 29-year-old player who got a max contract of 3 years, proportionate ba ang kanyang talent at pinapakita based sa kanyang...
I think, especially in the PBA, you compare the value of your contract to your value for the team. So it may not be na you're the best player in the league or whatever, but how much will the team need you based on the system, based on the competition, based on the scenario. And so, difference of opinions. I think James Laput, he's still 6'9" in a 10-feet rim. So, height ng labanan dito, whether we like it or not, may factor yun. So, laging magagamit ang 6'9". Kahit anong sabihin mo, hindi siya magbebenta ng taho, maglalaro siya ng basketball.
Tsaka he's not just 6'9", but he's kind of a stocky
Hefty,
guy.
yes, hefty.
So he can definitely defend the paint.
Based on like his salary and the production he's giving, parang nangyari is parang highway robbery to for James Laput eh. Kasi he's getting paid max contract and then he's only playing 3 minutes.
And not for the lack on his part. Like, it's not his choice. Like, he wants to play nga. That's why a big disconnect is you're paying me max 3 years. And then you're not using
In the short
me. So
term,
parang, and he wants to play. He wants to help the team
in
win.
the short,
he wants to,
in the short term, panalo ka kasi you're getting max contract eh. Pero in the long run kasi, if you're not playing talaga,
that is the life of a basketball player.
You want to increase your value as much as you can. You want to get the minutes, but unfortunately you're not getting it. So
Kudos to his team because not all players who are getting that much of a max salary and a max contract it's mentality, diba? If I'm getting a lot for minimal effort, why would I want to exert more effort? But his attitude is different. So in fairness, diba,
I think masakit din siguro sa kanya kasi he's just 28 eh.
Yes,
And then he's playing 3 minutes. Yun yung masakit dun. Pero that's the reality of basketball. I mean, there's a bunch of players out there that they feel they deserve the minutes. And talented din naman na you won't get to the PBA if you're not talented. You won't stay long in the PBA if you're not talented. So, I think they also have a say, just like James Laput.
Yeah, just patience, I think. There were the likes, for example, of Japet Aguilar, who didn't get much playing time back in Talking Text, but suddenly got traded to a San Miguel team.
Parang Air 21 pa nga si Japet eh.
Diba? I think
like a Bart Pingris, diba? He was in Air 21. He blossomed when he got to BMEG or Pure Foods.
Exactly. So I think this is just the same case. Could be.
Parang sayang yung binabayad ng Magnolia kasi 3 minutes lang ginagamit.
Sayang. But in fairness to the team nga of James Laput, who's calling out na, sayang ang binabayad niyo sa amin. So, diba, that's good. That's professionalism na we want to work.
Right. And if anything, I appreciate this for his side because may mga iba dyan na bayaran ng 3 max year, okay lang hindi na gamitin. Kasi di ba, nakakabulsa eh, di ba? Okay na ako for the next. But you can see his hunger, you can see that I want to help the team win. We're not winning right now. And so as almost everybody in the PBA. So I hope things work out for him, to be honest.
Correct. So, okay, next comment. Pagod sa buhay comic says, this is about women's basketball now, saying, problema kasi sa women's basketball, hindi masyado malaki ang audience. Hirap suportahan pag niche pa rin ang treatment. Niche ang treatment and niche din ang marketing.
What do you mean niche ang treatment?
Very, very, kumbaga,
targeted.
It's not mainstream.
Yeah. Yes, and I won't expect, and they shouldn't operate as if they want to gather a big audience right off the bat. Yes, it's very targeted, but if you do it right, you can grow it. Na kung ma-double down mo yung target na yun, lalaki at lalaki yun. And that's what we were saying in the beginning. It's not like WNBA started off with Caitlin Clark. It took so many years for them, di ba? And so, but this is a good step for us, for what we believe in. It's a welcome development, just what Dina said. And again, if you do, what we were saying, if we're gonna do it, we better do it right. For the sake of the women's
Diyan papasok
players.
yung vision, mission mo from the planning stage all the way to executing and choosing the brand partners that you would want in your league, right?
Binalik mo pa talaga.
I'm not, that's, kasi, number one, first impressions last.
Yeah.
So, if you don't do it the right way, it's the attention that you're trying to grab is gonna die down.
Yes.
And so, sa preparation, yung pundasyon ng liga mo, kailangan gawin mo siya. If it's gonna take 1 year, do it. If it's gonna take 2 years, the planning, do it. Di ba? Pero if mamadaliin natin, and may kita ko yung ganito yung execution, I don't see the trajectory being that exponential for this league. Unfortunately. Unless they turn things around and make changes as necessary as possible.
Well, yeah, and I think our fans should not expect women's basketball to be mainstream right away. It's definitely going to start off as a niche market. I mean, WNBA before Caitlin Clark exploded was also niche on its own. It's subsidized by a bigger league. So, let's just hope that this one will have the same trajectory. Yun nga, tama nga, Dino.
The foundation has to be strong. The people that are running the league has to be like well capable and they know how to run a league, not just for the sake of running a league, but to run it to build something, to build a brand, a national brand.
Yeah, if more public figures in men's basketball show more support for women's basketball, that could be one factor that will help the sport grow as well.
Yeah.
All right, next comment, please. Next game. Talking about the NBA, that it is such a global hit and lots of hardcore fans. Wala nga pagkakataon makanood ng games na nakaupo sa front row. So, this expansion outside of US and Canada, which has been happening but is getting more aggressive now, is going to make all basketball fans get the opportunity to actually meet their idols. So true.
Yep.
So true.
And not just a meet and greet
Dami rin.
na NBA Cares Camp or
Yes.
meet and greet press conference like
Sneaker lunch.
just sneaker lunch. No, like they will see the product, which is not just the player, but the player playing the game, the players playing the game. So that's what we want to see. Pinging tickets.
Yes. Paying tickets.
Sino gusto mo maglaro? Golden State?
Of
Bago
course.
mag-retire si
Although like
Lakers,
yeah.
Warriors. Yan, that's a good Lakers, Warriors. Pwede.
Yeah, LeBron
Bago
and-
mag-retire si LeBron
Yeah.
at si Curry.
Dito.
Pwede din Phoenix
Bro,
Warriors.
sold
bro.
out yan, bro.
Sure.
Sure.
Hindi, bakit Phoenix? Lakers, Warriors, pare sold out yan.
Pwede din KD. Pwede din KD, Booker. Yan, pwede din yan.
Pero iba yung LeBron, pare.
Iba talaga.
Iba yung LeBron. Lakers, may Bronny James ka pa.
And si...
May Bronny James ka pa,
si
bro.
Austin Your Him din pala.
Oo,
si
Austin
Your
Reed.
Him.
Di ba? So, to me, this is good for us.
Fingers crossed, please. Dayuin niyo po ang Pilipinas. Alam naman po natin na to those of you who are watching or new to the sport, every July and August, kasagsagan ho yan ng mga NBA events or basketball events here in the Philippines.
And I might want to add, when it comes to like the previous comment, yung women's basketball, their anchor has to be the women's national team. The best players has to be playing in our women's pro league.
Yeah.
And they funnel it towards the national team. And if they perform well internationally, it will attract more eyes. It will inspire more players to play basketball. Yung mga younger females out there.
Alright, so we got our next. Do we have more comments? Yan, champions. Ang dami nating comments.
Yes.
Yan. Sana sa Pilipinas maglaro uli ang NBA. Kaso wag naman sana sobrang
Parang
high
last time
ticket.
yung mahal ata.
Then ipapapromo
Tsaka, no.
Pwede yan, binigyan nyo kami ng idea. Papag-giveaway.
Correct.
Adam Silver, pingin tickets.
I think the first and last time was
Houston,
Houston and Indiana.
2012?
Yes, James Harden was
2013.
there.
Houston. Paul George.
Paul George was there for
Pacers.
Indiana. But the problem is, it was a preseason game. So,
Yeah.
alam ko hindi naglaro sila James Harden eh. Parang nasa
Yeah.
bench lang
Yeah.
sila eh. I think they just did press conferences, tapos
Right.
ang mahal pa ng ticket. If they could do... Pero malabo yung NBA regular season. Ang layo ng Pilipinas sa States.
No.
eh.
Kasi ngayon iniisip ko eh, yung... Tsaka na nila isipin ko paano na gawin. Either a long break bago para yung jet lag mag-adjust or something like that, whatever. Tsaka na natin. But we need more games, especially in the Philippines. Ayaw na namin makita yung mga Laos na Chris Webber, Mitch Richmond na nagpe-press conference dito. Gusto namin makita maglaro yung mga...
Tsaka wag lang yung parang yung signature lunch lang, di ba? Sana naman yung talagang... Ako, I want a regular
Interview.
season game between the Lakers and the Warriors.
Sold out yun.
Manifest.
Pero parang malabo mangyari yun.
Manifest.
Warriors and Lakers, ang mahal nun.
Well,
Box office yung dalawang teams.
even
But you
if...
never know.
Even if
Wishful thinking.
nung lockout, nung NBA lockout 2012, pumunta dito yung NBA stars.
Nanood ako
diba?
nun. Yung
Mahal tickets nun.
Smart All-Star Weekend.
Yes, ano pa rin, sold out pa din. Kumbaga...
Pare, pumila ako dun.
Yeah, grabe.
I was still in college at the time. Best basketball game I've ever watched. May Derrick Rose ka, may Kobe Bryant ka, may Kevin Durant, may James Harden ka. Bata pa sila nun eh.
Oh.
May JaVale McGee.
I covered that game.
Oh, yeah, you were
Ito ka ba
there.
nun? Nag-aaral pa ako sa college.
You were there.
Yeah.
Si Chris Paul, nandun
Chris
pa.
Paul.
Derek Fisher.
Tyreek Evans pa.
Tyreek Evans was good at that time.
I remember during that time, bawal namin tanungin yung lockout.
Really?
Yeah, we were not allowed to ask about.
Because it was under negotiations.
Were you... How much money did you make off of
Yeah, oo. Bawal. Sel, bawal yung tanungin yan sa mga player, ha?
Grabe yun. Sobrang like, it was a gift coming from MVP to the Filipino.
Yeah.
basketball fans?
You have to give him credit kasi
Yeah.
napapunta mo dito yung Kobe Bryant.
And,
My
like,
God.
all-stars to. Like, all-stars
Yes.
yung dumating.
Saka kaka-MVP lang ni Derrick Rose nun.
Oo nga pala, Derrick Rose pa pala.
I mean, people were chanting MVP
Yeah,
when he was taking his... Pero ano pa rin, hindi
Prime
pa
pa
siya...
niyan, prime pa niyan.
Yes.
Grabe talaga.
Ay, di ba, Le, who knows? That could happen maybe not just once, but multiple times.
That was 13 years ago and we're still talking about it as if
Yes.
it's a core memory.
Exactly.
Imagine if the NBA continues to do that. Adam Silver.
It will be more core memories
Tickets.
indeed. Alright, let's see more of the comments. Power Map. SO sa inyo for covering NFL. I'm a big fan of the Chiefs and Taylor Swift. That's all the way, yeah.
Power Mac! Power Mac! Ano siya, di ba? Parang he's meant to be with Kansas City. Kung Swiftie siya at, di ba, Kansas Chiefs fan siya.
Dino is so torn whether he's a fan or he's an analyst tonight.
I mean, you can't go wrong with Kansas City. It's just that, nakakasawa lang talaga.
I mean,
I mean,
history is on the
ako si
like,
Taylor Swift, mag-concert na lang siya. Tuloy na, tapos na yung Eras Tour niya, gawa na siya ng second tour niya, di ba? Leave the NFL alone.
pero kasi, di ba,
Ito, fun fact. I mean, ito, nakakatawa
Okay.
to So, kilala ko si Taylor Swift.
Talaga?
Kilala ko si Taylor Swift before she started dating Travis Kelce.
Oo naman.
But I was surprised na ganun pala siya kasikat.
Oh,
Hindi ko alam sobrang sikat pala ni Taylor Swift. I thought she was like a singer lang.
Multi-generational eh.
So parang may namit ako mga Taylor Swift na galit sa akin kasi grabe ka. sabi nila,
Cancelled ka ngayon.
parang sinabi nila sa akin si Travis Kelce, hindi naman sikat yun eh, di ba? Kasi ako mas kilala ko si
Right.
Travis Kelce
Of
kaysa
course,
kay
of course.
Taylor Swift. So parang na-insulto yung mga Swifties.
Galit ang Swifties kay Dino.
Cancelled si Dino
Ay,
ng mga Swifties.
nako. But
Kaya
yeah.
nga may sport, kaya nga may music eh. It's separate.
Ayan.
But if they marry together, what can you do?
Especially in an NFL stage, yung Super Bowl, may sikat na sikat yung halftime show, di ba?
Yeah, super.
Dapat ang pinag-uusapan kung magbe-break ba to o magpapakasal?
Uy, abangan sa bagong segment ng SB Nation.
Exactly.
Hindi ko alam kung nag-perform na si Taylor Swift sa Super Bowl. Hindi ko
Di
sure.
pa.
Kendrick Lamar, di ba? Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah. That was good. All right, so do we have more comments? Wala na, no?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Wala na. Okay, so that's it Grabe that was a lot from our fans. Thank you very much. Yes, don't forget to subscribe, by the way, sa aming Facebook and all our social media platforms because again, if you want sports analysis that is no holds barred, dito po yan sa SB Nation and we are down to our season 3 as we speak. So, yan po. Maraming salamat sa aming show today. So, we've covered what? James Laput, the PBA, of course, WMPBL, and of course, NBA going more global, and our SPN expert picks of the NFL. So, that's it for us here. Ael Banal, Dino Lee, and Sel Guevara. Maraming salamat po. This is SB Nation Season 3. Happy weekend.
There's a bunch of different things that just like put it all together. Everything has like a different meaning.